Is there anyone who spots something that's out of the ordinary here? Well, if you're saying, Lester, wait a minute. It's obvious you're at Longhorn Lester's, but what in the world is Stella doing there? That, my friends, yes, that is the obvious. That's the elephant in the room, baby. You're the elephant in the room, and we're going to talk about you. Yes, we are. Oh, she's like, another discussion about me. Oh, brother. My friends, Stella is, in fact, arriving to Longhorn Lester's, and we do believe that this will be her forever home, and we're very happy about that. There's a whole lot of reasons behind it, and if you'll stick with me long enough, I can't wait to talk to you about it. And yeah, even though she may not seem too excited about it, Jamie and I are, and I know that in the long term of benefits of this is going to be just great for her. So you guys stick around. We're all a family here, Millie. We're a family. Fiona, don't be scared of Stella. She may not have your long, beautiful locks of hair, but she's a good girl.
Okay,
Millie, don't be scared. Millie. They're all scared of Stella. Stella, what is it about you, baby, that scares Millie? Millie, why are you scared of Stella? Oh, Fiona, y'all can love. Christmas? All right, so everyone's getting a chance to meet Stella, and no one really knows exactly what to make of her. I know what to make of her. I make a sweet girl of her. Millie, she's a sweet girl. She's our friend. We love her. Millie and Fiona, we love her. Come on inside the shop, ladies. Come on, Chrissy. Show everyone that we love Stella. Show everyone that we love Stella.
Dad, your truck's in the way.
What happened?
Your truck's in the way.
All right. See, Stella's nice. Oh, no. When Stella turned toward Millie, Millie looked terrified. Stella's like, what do you guys got to eat around here?
Really good.
So what's the grub? What's the grub situation like?
Jonas one looks terrified.
Oh, yeah, Mama, everyone's scared of her.
Oh, I'm scared. Look, Mama loves her. Mama loves her.
Good. See, that's what love looks like, Millie and Fiona.
See?
Y'all can love, too.
Bella's a good girl.
Christmas can love.
I know, you're a good girl, too. I know. Look. See?
She needs loving right now, you guys. She's a good girl that needs loving. Oh, look at the tail. She likes the loving.
Oh, go get her.
Oh, no. Is Carl sitting on eggs?
No.
Well, good morning, folks. Happy Friday. Now, you won't see this video on Friday, but that's when it's being recorded. Yeah, Lester and Stella are out and about on a very chilly, I don't want to say cold, it's just chilly, wet morning here at Longhorn Lester's. I'm going to follow her around a little bit and make sure that she kind of knows the boundaries of where she can go and TT, potty, and everything. Come on, baby. You want to walk with Daddy? You want to walk around with Daddy? It rained here all of last night, so we're blessed for the rain. We're going to make our way out towards the pond in a few minutes and see what happened over there. Well, what we can do first is see how much rain we actually got. Oh, an inch and a half. An inch and a half. So an inch and a half of rain, which is great, It's spring, and we certainly need the rain. That will help all of Jamie's garden, or Stella, and it will help. Let me turn the camera around. There we go. So yeah, so Stella slept inside the apartment last night. We got enough stuff set up in there that we're able to sleep comfortably, make our coffee, and we're still excited about giving the grand tour. I want to make it a grand tour. Jamie's like, Lester, it's a tiny apartment. There's nothing grand, but it's beautiful. When I say it's beautiful, have y'all seen those tiny houses? Have y'all seen those tiny houses? To me, it's like a tiny house, but it's been so well put together that it's enough space for a couple, no more than a couple, to live very comfortably if, here comes the big if you're not someone that has to have tons of material things. It's compact and it's small. Look at this girl. Look at this girl go. Well, hello, beautiful. Hello, beautiful. She hasn't been shaking her head quite as much today because I believe the steroid may be helping a little bit. Okay, well, as soon as I say it, she starts shaking her head. I also will say that Christmas and she get along great. Fiona is amazing, but Millie has been a little bit standoffish with her. Don't like that. But, you know, Millie and Fiona are our original guardians of Longhorn Lesters, and so we have to allow them to do what they've been, you know, I don't want to say trained to do, but asked to do. Uh-oh. Do we have a problem here? We do. We have 2 eggs that are submerged in water from our rain last night. 2 eggs that are semi-submerged in mud and water from our rain last night. Don't be mean to me, okay? I'm just going to check out this situation here. That's kind of funny, actually, the way that they both look like. Well, you know what they both look like. Because of the mud. Listen, guys, some things you just can't create. Some things you just cannot create. But the way they have the little mud on top, I'm just going to call the mud nipple. They have a little mud nipple on top. And they look like little mud nipples. And so I'm just going to leave it at that right there. You can be mad if you want to be mad. But I'm sorry that Mother Nature shows itself in ways like that to me. I don't know why Mother Nature does that to me. Some of y'all are saying, Lester, Mother Nature my ass. That's the devil. You done said last week in your video, the devil plays tricks on you all the time. And the devil put them boobies there. The devil's putting boobies in front of you, Lester. What are you going to do with them, Lester? Guys, the devil ain't putting no boobies. Look, squirrel. Literally, squirrel. Right there. The devil ain't putting boobies in front of me. That's Mother Nature doing that. It's just my mind is the one that's seeing boobies out in them instead of just seeing 2 eggs with mud on the top that look like spots of mud on top. It ain't the devil. Okay, fine. It's the devil. It's the devil. The devil got me. The devil got a hold of me. I got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Come on, down in my heart. Come on, down in my heart. I got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. All right, I almost called him devil. Why does Mother Nature do that to me? Seriously, why? Now we're going to move real slow and cautious here because we don't know exactly what's going to happen when the birds come up, with Stella, I mean. But guys, after an inch and a half of rain, it looks like the pond has held up pretty good. I do see a few cuts. Some little ravines have begun to reform, but I don't think that really matters because the water line will be up all the way to, okay, here comes Tat and he has, oh sheesh, here comes everybody. All right, so what we're gonna do is walk on out of here before I have to run out of here. We're gonna walk before I have to run. But like I said, 1.5 inches of rain last night. You can see that the riprap, for the most part, did a pretty good job at slowing the water down coming off the hill. They also put some of those grassy logs, I don't know what they call those things, to kind of stop the water, a lot of the rush of the water. And so a few ravines have formed down below the riprap, the bull rock, but that's okay because that is going to be where the water line will eventually go. That will be water line, so we're not concerned about that too much. Like Paul said, there's never been an issue from the spot that I'm videoing right now. There's never been an issue over there with a whole lot of rushing water. So there were very few ravines through that spot, so we're not concerned with that. The end over here, where the spillway's at, it's looking great. The water has come up quite a bit with that 1.5 inches of rain. So we're blessed for that. We still have a long way to go. But I will say this. Let me go ahead and get to the spot where I want to stand and show you something. I want you to look at where the water has to go, how high it has to go before it can cross over the spillway. And you can kind of take an idea of how many feet that is. And then I'm going to spin you right around and show you that we're looking right about where that riprap is at. So I think that Paul ended up being pretty accurate. And then over here, it'll come right down to where the land drops off right there, you can see. So all this roadway right here is fine. It'll be right there where it drops off. So I know it's windy and you can barely hear, but this is a view of the pond, the completed pond. All the tractors have pulled out. And this is how the pond looks after our first 1.5 inches of rain. So we are hopeful that everything holds up. Let's walk around. We're just going to walk around to the, stay here, baby. Stay close to daddy. We're going to walk around to the spillway and just have a peek at it. So this is the other end. This is the spillway end of the pond. The material I'm walking on now is not a crushed concrete so much as some kind of other material they said gets really hard when it gets wet, and I'm testament to that. I'm not sinking into it. It feels pretty solid. All of that is just pollen that's been sitting on the water, and with that north wind, the north wind has blown all the pollen this into the pond. Looks nasty, but that happens this time of year. We're followed by more kittens now, which is funny. This is kind of neat. Here comes Paul now to check on the pond after the first rain, doing a little bit of a follow-up, which is pretty awesome. They're good people. They're good people. Like Paul said, though, this was quite the engineering feat. This was tough. This was not going to be an easy one. And I think we all can see from the trees and the roots that we had to deal with, the topography of the land that we had to deal with, a lot of the... Is he going to drive across there? I wouldn't do that, Paul. Not after a rain. So Paul was saying that they've raised the pond level a total of between 4.5 and 5 feet from where it was at before. So that will address all of the issues we had. And that's why it looks more leveled out now as far as one end to the other. But they still wanted to be very careful about these trees over here. And so I will say in the video this morning, the comments that I've been reading were, why did we not just remove these trees? Why not just remove these trees? Guys, I'm not a tree remover, not when they've lived this long. I don't mind taking down small brush, and smaller trees that have just, begun. But trees this old, these are 50-plus-year-old trees. And you don't just want to take all your beautiful trees out of your pasture. And I like them. I like these trees here alongside the river or the pond. And so I just, that was always an option, but I elected not to. But hey, the guys were able to work with me and work around the trees, and everything's going to be just fine. So I'm going to end the video right there. I want to thank you guys for watching and joining us. Thank you all for saying your prayers for our sweet Stella, and that she can have a great existence here at Longhorn Lester's. And she's going to be fine with her heartworm treatments and all we got going on with her. And I'm going to go put some more clothes on because I'm cold. And I did not think I could be cold mid-March. Mid-March. How about that, huh? All right, we'll see you guys in the next video.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.